Pain profound, it's deep where the heart makes sound. One last beat and it might bleed out. I just might leave now, empty these airbags and lie me down. See the lies in your eyes catching up with your mouth. I made my mistakes, of course I never lived them down. You won't let me, left marks on your heart. You will never forget me, condescend me and call me proud. I told you what you need to win and how. I'm a madman now. My worst fears realized, no longer the sad clown, Pagliacci the Pennywise. The point of no return, make them ashes and let them fly. You ain't gon' save them all, so go ahead and just let them die. Murder these emotions, bury them deep inside. If I get any colder, I swear I'ma freeze the shy. All I could do is soldier, marching through a starry night, focused on the end game, finally gon' get it right. Find myself in the light, been fighting for my fucking life, dealing with you fake fucks. I ain't gotta say much, you know what it is, kid. I just wanna blaze up, continue getting rich, bitch, and blow the fucking name up. Built by where I came from, pushed by what I've been through. You deferred my dreams, the reason I resent you. It don't make no sense, you pretend I don't offend you. I'm everything you hate, but if you walked a mile in these shoes, you finally understand why it's not in me to respect you. We come from different fabric, different madness, different venue. We lost our common ground, the bond just wasn't sound. The objective was to come up, and now you bring me down. Now you bring me down.
Crushing me inside.
Cold stares and crooked smiles for what seemed a million miles. Every demon that I let in is out to hunt me down. Burn this jungle up around me, leave the ashes on the ground. Scorched earth, cursed birth, body bags of 4 pounds. This is what we left with, why else would we be desperate? Gunning for each other's heads, wishing everybody dead. Fight the reaper often, but he will never soften. Relentless with his methods, he will put you in the coffin. My mind isn't earned, cause I've already burned. Drowned in the dark matter, mirror shattered, I've learned. You won't take what I've earned, never break what I create. Cause I have made the sacrifices you're afraid to make. My fear is lost potential, being anything but great. Succumbing to the suckers, to the leeches and the hate. Politicians with their speeches in these streets cannot debate. Punch your ballots with these bullets and you'll run and seal your fate. Democracy's a mockery, only the strongest stay. The weak will fade away, and us will see another day. No matter what another motherfucker has to say, I will never let you hold me in one place. Your problems are your own, it's personal, emotions overblown. Living separate visions, conscience overthrown. I trust none of you bastards, I'm safest when I'm alone. It's sad, I understand it's how it is out on this road. To take a gorilla's grip to hold on to your soul. Brute force to stick to the script and not let it go. You can't slip, one false move and you'll never know. Had you gotten up, how far you go? How far you go? Salute, salute, salute. Welcome back to Sha Ill Reacts. I am your host, Sha Ill, and we are back in the building. Again, I did not expect
to be in the building today. I didn't think we'd be going live today, at least not this early. But here we are, all right? We got an update on the story we were covering last night. So if you were here last night, salutes to you. We got an update on that, and I wanted to catch it as quick as possible. All right, salutes to y'all. Appreciate you for being here. All right, salutes to Vernon Himes on the check-in and 030 North. I appreciate you guys in the chat. Thank you for being here. A little bit of housekeeping for the people that are on their way in and not here yet. We got the text-to-speech links in the description. You can put a dono up, and your dono will look something like this.
Test user donated $50. Test message.
All right, we got that. We got super thanks, super chat, super stickers, all that good stuff that YouTube allows for people to support the channel on that level. We also have the Ill Shop. I'll be dropping that in the that link in the description. So get you some merch right here. Boom, link in the description. Salute Jonathan Pantoja on the check-in. Again, this was an impromptu live, so we're going to fly through it. Hit the like button, please. We're going to fly through it. For those that didn't catch yesterday's live stream, there was a story about a young lady named Catherine Aguasvivas, and it was a very strange story. And we were trying to piece it up and put it together. You know what I'm saying? So let's. We got an update. We did about, well, I don't know, an hour on that story yesterday, but we got an update today, and I wanted to jump in and get that update popping. We got 5 concurrent viewers and 3 likes. Let's even that out. Salutes to y'all for being here. I thank y'all for being here. Hands up in the chat for you. Hope everybody's having a good day. Again, tomorrow's up in the air. I've been considering pushing back the appearance of the Flores twins just so that I can have more opportunity to promote it. I haven't had opportunity to promote it or tie or lock things down. So I might be pushing that back, but I will keep y'all posted. Let's see. What else? We're going to jump into this update on this Florida story from yesterday. We have an update today. That story started on Friday, I believe. Yeah, it started on Friday. Actually started before that. It started when the tow truck driver got smoked. So that was like the 10th of April. But we got updates now, and that's the only reason I'm coming on this live. So salutes to Jorge Castillo on the check-in. Let's go. Let's get it. So last we heard of the story, this was the rundown of the story. The story was needle in a haystack green Acura, right? The tow truck driver, somebody towed that Acura. At some point, that tow truck driver on April 10th ended up unalived in a mountain of 10 millimeter shells. There was over 100 rounds spent in that gunfight. So then the next day, in that same Acura, somebody carjacked Catherine Aguasvivas. Did not take her out the car and take her car, but sat behind her in the car and took her with. That evening, that car was found burned with her inside of it. The detectives reached out to the phone number that was on the back of that car, which ended up being Catherine Aguasvivas' husband. They spoke with him. They spoke with Catherine's brother. For some reason, the moment that the investigators hung up with them, her husband decided to call a friend of the family who has a deputy for a husband. The deputy made it his business. He was an Orange County deputy. The deputy made it his business to look into the detective that was covering Catherine Aguasvivas' case, right? So he lied about who he was, said he was a sheriff, contacted the detective, recorded information, used his position as a police officer to get into a database that he shouldn't have been in and get information on the detective. He was arrested and sent to jail because Catherine's husband relinquished his phone to the detectives, and supposedly the detectives found the correspondence between him and the deputy from Orange County's wife, right? which to me would kind of make it look like some kind of foul play in the hands of the husband as well. You know what I mean? Then from there, they said the husband was still coming in to cooperate and that he wasn't a suspect or a person of interest. I believed that was just so that they wouldn't spook him from coming in. And that's where we were left off. There was no more information after that, if I could recall. So we got an update today. There was a press conference just held, and we're going to go through it. Shout out Zoraida on the check-in. Salutes to you. I appreciate you for being here. Glad you could listen. She got her popcorn out. She ready to go. IB said, damn, I was over there commentating on some other videos, and then I just realized I wasn't on the live. Salutes to you. Don't worry. Leave those comments there. They'll be funny. Vernon says, IB, that happens sometimes to me. I think you got to swipe right on the chat. Yeah, YouTube is a whole shit show. It's a problem. So let's get to this press conference. I got it sped up to 1.5% so that we can just get it moving and get our beautiful Friday back. But here we go. Let me make sure that the volume is up on that. Matter of fact, let me make sure that the volume is up over here because their audio in that precinct kind of sucks. All right, and with that said, here we go. Salutes to y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. Hit that like button, and let's get it. Let's see what happened with Miss Catherine Aguasvivas. Let's see what's popping. Oh, here's a problem. Hold on, I gotta change this too. Let me change this image real quick. Image, bow. Gotta switch you out, buddy. And there we have it. Salute to Dan Sosa and Jay on the check-in. Appreciate you. We in here. Let's get it.
That we're providing on the Catherine Aguasvivas murder case, kidnapping case. And, what's incredibly important is that we continue to advise the public as timely as we can as this case evolves. Over the past week, many of the experts that the news channels have brought in to talk about complicated and sophisticated cases like this have been absolutely correct. Over the past week, our detectives have been working with our judiciary, subpoenaing records from phones, other pieces of evidence, video evidence from crime scenes, and we're still waiting for a lot of that information to come back. We knew that initially Catherine had been traveling north from Homestead. I think the initial report that we had relayed to you that her husband, Miguel, had provided information to our detectives initially that she was coming up to visit family members. We said at the time we did not know of any family members that were located in the area. We've since located at least 2 family members, but neither one of them were expecting a visit from Catherine at the time. When she was on her way traveling up here, probably around 4 p.m. in the afternoon, when she was probably in the area of downtown Orlando on I-4, there was likely a communication, a phone call that occurred through a FaceTime communication. We had reported that the husband, Miguel, had provided his phone and was cooperative, but we thought that there was a lot of details that he was leaving out, is what I said at the last news conference. Her brother...
I wonder how it is that the husband provided his phone. How he provided his phone if he's not there? Is having the number enough? Like, how did he provide his phone if he was still on his way up there to Seminole County? I don't know.
Brother, Lewis, has also... We had reported that the husband, Miguel, had provided his phone and was cooperative, but we thought that there was a lot of details that he was leaving out, is what I said at the last news conference. Her brother, Lewis, has also been providing information and also gave his telephone up voluntarily for forensic examination and actually was conducting, by his words, his own independent investigation. He did not contact law enforcement to do that, but he reached out from a computer that was connected to an iPhone through an iCloud account and found a contact that looked like it was the last person that Catherine had spoken with. And then, by his report, he called that person and he said he did not know who that person was.
So they're saying supposedly she had a FaceTime with somebody while she was on I-4, which I don't know how you could talk to anybody on I-4. I-4 is madness. She had a FaceTime, and then they're also saying that the brother is doing his own investigation and went into an iCloud type of account and figured out who she spoke to last. So I guess that's the FaceTime conversation that they're talking about. Let me start this here. Jonathan said, I think they could ping cell towers. Yeah, but that doesn't give them the information that they deducted about the husband speaking to the cousin and the deputy that got himself locked up. They would probably have to have the physical phone to do that, which probably could have happened in wherever they're at in Homestead. I don't know, man. That's just a strange part. It's probably nothing. They probably sent him a text and were like, here, hit this link, and that's all it would take. I don't know, but seems possible. I'm sure something like that is probably possible. Let's see.
He screenshotted an image of the person that he called, like that was connected to an iPhone through an iCloud account.
So the brother's doing his own investigation.
His own
Why?
investigation.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. Do your own investigation. But y'all been on your own investigation shit since the moment that young lady got kidnapped. She called you and told you she was getting ran by a car. You didn't call authorities. Red flag. But now, and then as soon as the authorities reach out to you, you start reaching out to officers that you know to get information for you on a detective. Y'all wildin', man.
Contact law enforcement to do that. But he reached out from a computer that was connected to an iPhone through an iCloud account and found a contact that looked like it was the last person that Catherine had spoken with. And then, by his report, he called that person and he said he did not know who that person was. He screenshotted an image of the person that he called. We have later identified that person. I'm going to call him Giovanni for now. There's going to be a lot of names here, but I'm going to call him Giovanni. We'll release his full name at the conclusion of this press conference. He takes a still photo, does not know who the person is, and sends it to our detectives. The forensic examination of his phone shows a greater picture of not only the person that he sent us the photograph of, but he was actually in FaceTime. So it's a FaceTime photograph of Lewis talking with this person who we now know to be Giovanni. We identify Giovanni by taking the photograph that is contained in the image that is released, running it through a database called Faces that's run in Pinellas County by the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, and it matches with 98.6% a 2019 arrest in Orange County, a booking image that identifies the person as Giovanni. Giovanni and his girlfriend, we'll use her last name for this, as Soto, they reside in Castleberry. As detectives are awaiting a lot of the investigative reports to come back on the phone tolls, photographs, 417 cameras, all of these things, we ultimately, through surveillance, established probable cause to conduct a search warrant of the home in Castleberry where Giovanni and his girlfriend Soto live. We conduct the search warrant after...
Some Seminole not playing no games, boy. They getting warrants, quick action.
Through surveillance, established probable cause to conduct a search warrant of the home in Castleberry where Giovanni...
Wait a minute, surveillance.
As detectives are awaiting a lot of the investigative reports to come back on the phone tolls, photographs, 417 cameras, all of these things, we ultimately, through surveillance, established probable cause to conduct a search warrant of the home in Castleberry where Giovanni and his girlfriend Soto live. We conduct the search warrant after Giovanni and Soto leave the residence. We go inside and ultimately find fentanyl, a gun, the gun not a 10 millimeter, and likely not related to this particular crime.
So that means since Monday when we got his last press conference, was it Monday? Yeah, I believe it was Monday. It was a press conference. That means since Monday they got all the information that they got from the brother and whoever. They're combing through the the Highway 417 videos, all of that. In that time, they got eyes on this Castleberry address and caught enough on tape to get a warrant. Quick action. And it wasn't a tear-down warrant. It was one of them quiet warrants where they get to go in there and see for themselves. It's crazy.
And ultimately, Giovanni is facing charges for that. While we're conducting the search warrant, we get...
And so they popped him. They popped him for the fent. They got the search warrant. They don't know his connection to Catherine Aguasvivas yet, but they got him on the fent.
Not a 10 millimeter, and likely not related to this warrant. After Giovanni and Soto leave the residence, we go inside and ultimately find fentanyl, a gun, the gun not a 10 millimeter, and likely not related to this particular crime. And ultimately, Giovanni is facing charges for that. While we're conducting the search warrant, we get contacted by our federal partners at HSI that Soto, the girlfriend of Giovanni, and an occupant of the house in Castleberry that we're executing a search warrant on, takes and accepts delivery of 3 kilos of cocaine after it was mailed in through the mail. United States Postal Service intercepted that. A delivery was made in Osceola County. where Soto collects that delivery. She is arrested, facing federal charges, and currently incarcerated in Osceola County under a federal hold looking at that.
So does that mean while they're doing this story gets crazier and crazier, dog. While they're doing this search warrant, she's somewhere else picking up a mail load of dope and gets popped off. This is bananas. IB said he called the other kind of authorities. Facts. Crash Out said that the dealer kidnapped her. Nah, this ain't it. Did he didn't do this? The only one that he didn't do. Crash Out. You know Grady Judd. Mad he doesn't get to have this press conference. Salty. Grady Judd salty, but he'll tell you that it was my eyes. I was there, and then I went over there, and then I went over there. I got him in Osceola County, and I got him here, and I got him there. You come to my county, and we'll tear your ass down. No, but these fools is working. These fools is working, or these criminals are just dumb as shit. All right? Vernon said, I'm lost again. Let's see if I can catch you up, Vernon. All right. Toulouse 298 in the building. IB said the bird was in the air. Let's see if I could put this together. All right. They're working their investigation. They're going through all of the information that they can get. They still they haven't mentioned the husband, but they talked to the brother. The brother says, "Listen, I got into her phone. I called whoever she spoke to last. As far as his FaceTime, I seen the guy's face. I screenshotted his face. My thing is, if you're the guy that she screenshotted last, why are you answering the phone for anybody? Especially why are you FaceTiming? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that part, right? So then, boom, they put that picture that the brother saw through the database. Database pings back that it's this Giovanni guy. They're like, okay, we need to figure out what's up with Giovanni. What's his connection to this case? They sit on his house. They get enough visually to get them a search warrant. They get a search warrant. They go in. They go in with the search warrant. They find fent, dope, hammers, whatever. No 10 millimeter. But they found hammers, right? At the same time that they're doing this search warrant, I guess they pop off his girl catching a U.S. Postal Service load of dope. And that's where we're at, I think. How it all makes sense, who knows, man. All right? I gotta find that timeline. But here we go.
Giovanni is facing Seminole County charges of trafficking fentanyl, and then we will release specific details and ask for the public's assistance to help us locate him. We've got his photo. We're going to put a photo up on the screen later in this news conference.
But they popped this chick.
Going back to the vehicle, I said that the green Acura was incredibly unique. There were 3 in the state. 2 were salvaged. There was only 1 that was out there, but there was no license plate on the Acura. In a previous news conference, I said it was legitimately owned by a family.
Hold on. What did he say?
Later, in this news conference. Going back to the vehicle, I said that the green Acura was incredibly unique. There were 3 in the state. 2 were salvaged. There was only 1 that was out there, but there was no license plate on the Acura. In a previous news conference, I said it was legitimately owned by a family in Castleberry. They sold it to a dealership or traded it at a dealership. It went to an auto auction and then ultimately ended up in a buy here, pay here that does a lot of their marketing and sales on Facebook Marketplace. When they post that on Facebook Marketplace, a person with a profile name of Jordan LaTroy reaches out, does not speak English, and then ultimately shows up at the car dealership to purchase that green Acura. The profile photograph on the Facebook profile that's used to communicate with the buy here, pay here dealership, we'll put an image up on the screen here of that profile picture. Back one slide. And you can see it appears that the profile picture taken in January is somebody wearing exactly the same clothes, or what appears to be exactly the same clothes as our shooter.
Yo, you dumb bitch. That's your outfit? That's your fit? Armani Exchange and a ski mask? What is those? Some camos and some black Air Force Ones. This fool is reinforcing stereotypes. Look at you. You dead to rights, bruh. your fucking Facebook profile picture and you wearing the outfit that you wearing when you start this whole crazy what? Yo.
A backtrack, or what appears to be exactly the same clothes as our shooter. A backtrack of a phone number that is given with the purchase of the green Acura. And I remember I had said in the previous news conference that the purchaser never came back to finalize the deal, is why there was no tag ever registered to the vehicle. A phone number that was used in that communication links back through an Orange County Sheriff's Office burglary report of somebody with the name Jordanish Torres Garcia. We'll put his photograph up there. Jordanish Torres Garcia.
Look
Again,
at this goofball. Look at this goofy. Who told you to dye your hair like that, man?
That profile is Jordan LaTroy. The phone the phone number that he uses links back to his legitimate legal name, Jordanish Torres Garcia, or as he goes by Jordan, 28 years old. He had an active felony warrant for weapons possession, and with the assistance of the U.S. Marshals, the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and the Seminole County Sheriff's Office, we now have him in custody here at the Sheriff's Office. We arrested him in Orange County as he was walking in to a business on Orange Avenue, south of I think it's Oak Ridge, a couple miles south of Oak Ridge.
Yo, but check it out though, how just from your phone number, they could connect all of these dots. They connected mad dots just with a phone number, right? The person put a phone number up to get that green whip, but didn't put tags on it, didn't come back to finish the process. And now it's Jordanish. Now, who names their child Jordanish? They're like a Jordan fan that likes Danishes. I mean, he's wearing a Nike shirt. I got to show this picture to the homie Zaya, man. This looks like a young Zaya right here, man. Minus the blonde hair.
And this photograph is a photograph that was taken at the time of the arrest just after noon today. Again, he is here at our office being interviewed for his connection in this crime. Now, back to the comparison of photographs, please. We can go back to that. I'm identifying him as a
Here's
person.
my question, though. Wait. So, you got it through the car that it was this guy right here. Why with that hair? Why?
As Garcia. We'll put his photograph up there. Jordanish Torres Garcia. Again, the name used in that profile is Jordan LaTroy. The phone number that he uses links back to his legitimate legal name, Jordanish Torres Garcia, or as he goes by Jordan, 28 years old. He had an active felony warrant for...
Jeffro said, man, I'm going to the cookies dispensary. What that got to do with what we talking about, Jeffro? Explain that one to me.
For weapons possession, and with the assistance of the U.S. Marshals, the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and the Seminole County Sheriff's Office, we now have him in custody here at the Sheriff's Office. We arrested him in Orange County as he was walking in to a business on Orange Avenue, south of I think it's Oak Ridge, a couple miles south of Oak Ridge. And this photograph is a photograph that was taken at the time of the arrest just after noon today. Again, he is here at our office being interviewed for his connection in this crime. Now, back to the comparison of photographs, please. We can go back to that. I'm identifying him as a person of interest because when it comes to legal cases, that's probably the safest thing to call him. But his phone number is matching the phone number that was given with the person who purchased the green Acura. The profile that is connected to him, the image on the right, or in front of what looks like a location, a tourist location in Orlando, is the profile image that he has had up there since January. And then, of course, the photograph of the crime scene of what he's wearing.
Wait, but is that supposed to be the little blonde hair boy in that Armani Exchange outfit? Jorge Casillo said that's what they doing in Miami. Dwayne Wade dyed his hair too. They wildin'. Shout out Gary2103 on the subscription. Appreciate you. All right. IB said mids. Mids what? Jeffro's weed is mids? Or he's wearing mid black Air Force Ones. What are we talking about here? Here we go. So I need the connection here. So this guy, this is supposed to be the blonde hair boy right here. This was his profile. The buying the car was connected to a Facebook profile. The phone number was connected to an arrest. So the cops putting together that little blonde hair boy and this guy is the same person. IB said the bud.
That's
Oh,
probably
Cookies,
the safest
yeah.
thing to call him. But his phone number is matching the phone number that was given with the person who purchased the green Acura. The profile that is connected to him, the image on the right, or in front of what looks like a location, a tourist location in Orlando, is the profile image that he has had up there since January. And then, of course, the photograph of the crime scene of what he's wearing looks to me like it's identical, right? So I don't know how strong you can emphasize a person of interest. He's not going to be released. He has federal charges that he's going to be held on, and this investigation will continue. All of this is without yet getting the tolls and the records that we have subpoenaed out there. We still don't know yet who the other occupant in the green Acura is. We'll continue to work that angle of the investigation. But again, this is great police work, great investigative follow-up, a collaboration.
So basically, that's dude. But he looked. I guess he looked. They're up close on him and shit. He looked mad short in the little blonde picture. He looks much taller and lankier in the. You see what I mean though? Because everybody's head and shoulders above him. I mean, it's crazy.
The image on the right, or in front of what looks like a location, a tourist location in Orlando, is the profile image that he has had up there since January.
Crash Out said, buddy got I sped him up, Jeffro. Jeffro said, dude voice sound like a robot. I sped him up so that we could get through this a little bit quicker. Crash Out said he ain't had but one outfit. One outfit and one fucking brain cell. All right? Feeling himself to the point where and here's the thing, he didn't take this picture, so that means his boyfriend that was in the green Acura took this picture for him. And this is your profile picture. Like, man, y'all kill yourselves for some clout. Y'all should just do that. Because this is crazy. Foolish.
And then, of course, the photograph of the crime scene of what he's wearing looks to me like it's identical, right? So I don't know how strong you can emphasize a person of interest. He's not going to be released. He has federal charges that he's going to be held on, and this investigation will continue. All of this is without yet getting the tolls and the records that we have subpoenaed out there. We still don't know yet who the other occupant in the green Acura is. We'll continue to work that angle of the investigation. But again, this is great police work, great investigative follow-up, a collaboration between the FBI, the DEA, the Orange County Sheriff's Office, the Osceola County Sheriff's Office, HSI.
Hell yeah, they did that shit because it sounds like magic how they figured out who this dude was. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like they did some magic. So let's look at what we know. All right, we know that the brother, but then again, the brother cracked the case for him. Because the brother gave them the information from the cloud, the last person that she had a FaceTime with. Bernie said he looking for 3 hots in the car. He got it for a long time. I'm thinking, is the brother not involved at all and legitimately trying to help? You know what I'm saying? Or is the husband the only dirtbag that's like involved in this and trying to keep everybody out of it? I don't know, man. This whole shit weirds you out. But look at this fool with one outfit. Got the full outfit in his profile picture. You deserve to get caught.
Doing an outstanding job keeping this on the forefront of everyone's attention.
But it's like they did magic. So boom, the brother gave them the face. They ran it through the thing, which came back with the little blonde-haired boy, which they say is this guy. This is his Facebook account.
Front and center of what's going on.
Or not his Facebook account maybe, but the account that he bought the car with.
The communication that looked.
Crash Out, she has been unalived very soon after they took the car. I don't know if you watched yesterday's live, but I'll be putting up the edited version today. Shortly after that she was snatched up, they found the truck burnt and she was in it. And they found shells around it. So like I don't understand what this Armani Exchange goofball was doing.
Lewis has provided us was less than forthcoming. The on the forefront of everyone's attention, front and center, and our media partners who have been doing an outstanding job keeping this on the forefront of everyone's attention, front and center of what's going on. The communication that Lewis has provided us was less than forthcoming. Still, Lewis and Miguel being the husband, Lewis being the brother, are not suspects. We're not charging them at this time. But there again, Lewis's communication with us was that he talked to this person on the phone, which we now know to be Giovanni. He tells us, Lewis tells us, that Giovanni...
Wait. So Giovanni is a whole different dude then. So this dude right here ain't the dude... Also say everybody going to jail. Facts. This dude right here with the blonde hair and the ski mask ain't the dude that her brother took a picture of. This is the dude that they found through the phone number. Bruh, I feel like I got to listen to this whole fucking thing again.
He says that Catherine was up here to deliver money and other stuff for a friend. Now, again, I'm not going to speculate, but he says...
all we know is that Lewis and the husband, they ain't saying enough for nobody. I mean, they're not saying enough. Yeah, they're not saying enough. I agree with you, Crash Out. Something like that.
Lewis tells us that Giovanni says that Catherine was up here to deliver money and other stuff for a friend. Now, again, I'm not going to speculate, but he says to us she was up here to deliver money and other stuff for a friend. And again, person of interest.
It's pretty safe to say that this was all a giant dope deal gone bad. But.
Jordan Torres Garcia is in custody here at the sheriff's office. Is being interviewed right now by detectives. The other person of interest we're looking for is Giovanni.
And
we'll release Giovanni's full information, and we will have media packets that kind of summarize as much as we can.
There he is.
Again, incredibly
complicated. Look at him with his stupid bangs and his dumb blowout. I hate that shit. Latinos, we got to do better. Right? We got to do better than this Edgar shit. Look at this shit, man. Giovanni Joel Crespo Hernandez, 8/28/1996.
That has twists and turns, but in just about a week, I think that there's great progress in this investigation without getting a lot of the court documents and records back yet. When those records come back, I think it's going to be able to put a lot of the pieces of the puzzle that are still outstanding together. So with that, again, this is an ongoing investigation. I will try to answer as many questions as I can possibly answer.
All right, I'm gonna say the questions out loud. I can hear them. I don't know if y'all can hear them. On the edited version, I made them louder. Zorada said she's confused, but we're gonna clarify as best we can. I'm not gonna play the whole thing over, but I am gonna go back to key points. But I think I got it together now, and I think this what's his face? This interviewer just asked the right question. This media guy just asked the right question. He asked, do we know the connection between Jordan or Giovanni and Catherine yet? My understanding is that this jerk off right here, Giovanni, is the last person she had a FaceTime with. And Blondie is the one that was connected to the car. So that's how they got him. They connected Blondie through the car, and they connected Giovanni through Lewis going through the cloud and seeing who she FaceTime with last.
The direct connection between Jordan and Catherine has not yet been established. I think that we have established a clear connection between Catherine's brother and Giovanni, and we have not made the connection yet with Jordan as far as this. So to answer the question of why, if this is our shooter, why he would target her, I can't answer that question yet.
And similarly, between Jordan and the tow truck driver that was shot right before.
Yes, those connections will largely be based on the evidence that we get back from phones and records and computer records and documents. But again, no further information on the connection with the tow truck driver at this time with this.
Now this jerk off here, he looks a little lanky and skinny. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me move this chat real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. See what I mean? Like, he looked a little, he looked like the guy that walked up to the window. But they're saying, no, they're saying it's Blondie, so I get it. Crash Out said, motherfuckers still sending females to do their dirty work. No nuts. None. And the father and the brother, like, where they at? I thought they was coming up to cooperate with y'all. It sounds like they're cooperating with y'all from a distance. They ain't coming to see you. You know what I mean? But yeah, so they're saying that it was Blondie that did the walking up because, yeah, he got the whole outfit on, man. You got the whole outfit on, man. Armani Exchange goofball outfit.
Not that we have right now.
Does Jordan have any known gangs or otherwise connections?
Well, listen, he's
Look at the
wanted for
bangs.
gun charges out of Puerto Rico, right? And I think that
Who's wanted for gun charges
well,
out of
listen,
Puerto
he's
Rico?
wanted for gun charges out of Puerto Rico, right? And, not that we have right now, but again, no further information on the connection with the tow truck driver at this time with this. Not that we have right now.
Does Jordan have any known gangs or otherwise connections?
Well, listen, he's wanted for gun charges out of Puerto Rico, right? And I think that although there's not a whole lot documented other than that, it's fair to say he's got a lot of connections that are probably illicit and illegal. But we'll get that record back. I mean, we didn't even know where he was until noon today. So now that we have him, it'll be based upon what he says in this interview. But he's a back.
They're not talking about this guy that they're showing the picture of. They're talking about Jordanish. They're saying that the person asked, did Jordanish have gang ties? And he's like, well, the buddy got cases out of Puerto Rico. And then he pointed at this guy and said, I'm sure this guy got mad, underworld connections. Jordanish is who she was supposed to serve, evidently.
That guy is
Something.
Do you have any idea how long they've been operating in Florida?
Maybe
Well,
she
the only
did.
thing-
Maybe she did, and then they got her. They jerked her for it. I mean, who knows?
We know for sure is the photograph in the face or the alias Facebook account was taken in January. There is some criminal history in 2024 for a burglary. We're looking to see kind of where that was out of. I think it was out of Orange County where he has a connection there. So at least the past 4 months here. But the in-depth breakdown of this, I don't know at this time because all of this is fresh information coming out right now.
Do we know how the tow truck driver fits into this investigation? Do we know if he was also linked in any way to the suspects?
So we know that the tow truck driver is connected with this group, right? We have the 10 millimeter casings. We have some evidence that was collected by the Orange County Sheriff's Office there. They're taking primary focus on that investigation. We know that the green Acura was seen at that location. So there is clearly a connection here. But the scope of this update has no new updates with the tow truck driver.
See, we got no news on that case, on the truck driver case, because that's definitely part of all of this.
The last time I provided an update, I think a week ago today. Or actually on Monday is the last one.
Wasn't a week.
So what it appears, first of all, if your sister is gone missing or believed to be dead, and you're not working with the police on the investigation, you're doing your own independent, they call that a clue, right? It is incredibly out of the ordinary behavior. But what we think
Facts.
he was doing is tapping into her social media accounts, probably on a computer that was sharing the same iCloud account, where he could see any FaceTime calls or any communication she may have had. He looks at that, provides information on that, but screenshots a portion of the screen that shows an image of likely the last person who she spoke to, which is Giovanni. We forensically examine Lewis's phone after he gives it to us, and it's a larger picture where he's actually engaged in a screen time conversation. Typically, they'll have the big picture of who you're talking to, and in a small corner, there's a box where it can show. He's talking to Giovanni. He says that Giovanni tells him that she was up here to deliver money and other stuff for a friend. And again, he's been cooperating. He's not a suspect in this crime, but his independent investigation initially did not involve police that we're aware of until we reached out, he contacted us, and we started having some of those conversations. Then he's been sharing information to the extent of what he's comfortable with.
Have you been able to figure out how many times Catherine has traveled from Homestead to the Central Florida area, in the past few months? Is this some sort of drug deal situation? Are you able to tell us?
So the question about the drug deal situation will be purely speculation on her involvement at this time. And we don't have any prior record of her ever being in Seminole County prior to being a victim of this crime. And I think that a lot of those questions will be answered when we can obtain records from various phones and various...
This cop either be clueless or he's great at playing like, no big deal. You know what I mean? Bernie says, Zoraida, you ain't the only one. Shout out Miguel Lopez on the check-in. Smoking guns late but here. Yeah, bro, we got there's an update here. I'm about to surmise it. But it's never clear cut. Not yet. Not yet.
Devices to be able to see exactly who she was calling, what the communication was, what those cameras on interstates will tell us about the unique characteristics of the vehicle that she was driving in. So to answer your question, as far as we know now, at this part of the investigation, we don't know of any other time that she's ever been in Seminole County other than this particular. That absolutely may change when we get evidence in.
Do you know how they were able to track her down at either the gas station or an app whenever they caught up with her?
Obviously, they knew exactly who was in that car. This is a targeted event.
Facts.
How long they followed her, how they tracked her down is still something that we're investigating right now. We don't know how far, how long, the methods that they would use, but with the success and the progress of this investigation, I'm sure we'll know those answers pretty quickly. But right now, at this point, we don't know.
Is there any update about the involvement of the Orange County deputy in this situation?
The Orange County deputy situation, I think, is done from our perspective. We'll continue to look at his phone and computer to see if there's any pattern of doing this.
Nah, that's not done. That's not done. Somebody needs to. He said, "Oh, the Orange County deputy." Like if that just happened out the blue, that didn't happen out the blue. That happened because the husband sent that to happen. So there's no way that that's over with right now, and that's out of their investigation. That's totally part of that of this investigation.
You know, we charged him. We think that the charges are appropriate. We know that he's out on bond right now, but there's been no new updates in that case since Monday when I briefed you last.
You said the brother could become a target of whoever targeted his sister, and should he be seeking effectively?
Well, I don't want to anticipate who's going to be a target. I know that there's some bad players and bad actors that are doing incredibly dangerous things with this. So I encourage anybody who feels like that they may be in harm's way to come to us for some level of protection. Tell us what you know. Contact Crime Line if you feel less comfortable coming to the police.
Yeah, because the bangs might get you.
I know people will come in halfway through this, and some may not have heard the previous press conferences, but this is the third press conference. Investigative follow-up. We know that when our victim, Catherine, was traveling to Seminole County, she was on the phone on a FaceTime type of call with a person now identified as Giovanni. Giovanni was identified through the use of technology to a faces imaging software program that basically looks at every booking image that has occurred and compares it to that. It matched at a 96.8% to a 2019 booking photo at the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Giovanni lives at a location with his girlfriend, Soto, in Castleberry. We attained a search warrant after establishing probable cause, executed that search warrant, found trafficking amounts of fentanyl and one gun not believed related to this particular crime or the Orange County crime. At the same time that we were executing the search warrant, Soto accepted delivery with a controlled delivery from HSI after 3 kilos of cocaine was sent through the mail, sent to a location in Osceola County, and she went there and picked that up and was ultimately arrested for doing that. They're there. We're asking for the public's help and assistance with locating Giovanni. His name, his date of birth, and his photograph are on the screen right there. He is on the run. We want to know where he's at.
Did that clear anything up for y'all? Because that was pretty concise right there. He kind of broke it down. He kind of broke that part down. We ain't get to the blonde boy yet, but kind of broke that part down.
And we want to bring him into custody. On the car side, the car was sold and never properly licensed with a license plate at a buy here, pay here dealership. A person who does not speak English walks in. He's with another person who is better with English, and they communicate the sale.
Hold on.
So
This is this.
car side.
This is so they already he explained that first part. Now he's explaining the car part. All right, this might clear it up for us. Pay attention.
The car was sold and never properly licensed with
Hold on.
with locating Giovanni. His name, his date of birth, and his photograph are on the screen right there. He is on the run. We want to know where he's at, and we want to bring him into custody. On the car side, the car was sold and never properly licensed with a license plate at a buy here, pay here dealership. A person who does not speak English walks in. He's with another person who is better with English, and they communicate the sale. He identifies himself during that encounter and leading up to that encounter with a Facebook profile that has an image of him appearing to wear the exact same thing that was seen on the video that was captured of the kidnapping that we witnessed time and time again. Exact same clothing. His name that he's used is Jordan LaTroy. He gives a phone number. The phone number matches a database back in Orange County in a burglary case, and the phone number comes back to a legitimate name, Jordanish Torres Garcia. And even the alias has some version of his legitimate name in that. He was arrested today afternoon on a federal violation of probation warrant for a gun charge, not for this case. We're listing him as a person of interest, as strong as you can get as a person of interest, and I'm sure that as evidence comes in, we will update what his status is and what we're actually calling him.
Hold on, I need one more clarification.
Jordanish Torres Garcia that he's used is Jordan, again, exact same clothing. Appearing to wear the exact, and they communicate the sale. He identifies himself during that encounter and leading up to that encounter with a Facebook profile that has an image of him appearing to wear the exact same thing that was seen on the video that was captured of the kidnapping that we witnessed and arrested today afternoon on a federal violation of probation warrant for a gun charge.
All right, so did that make it clear to y'all? Boom. This guy, they found him that way through Lewis going through the cloud, and saying my sister's FaceTime with somebody. I called the number. I FaceTime with him. This is the images of me and him FaceTiming, which makes this Giovanni guy an extra fucking idiot. He's just as stupid as Blondie over there wearing the same outfit to the kidnapping that he did on his Facebook profile pic. You know what I'm saying? Two dumb eggers right here. Two dumb bangs. You know what I mean? Like, and then the other guy, boom, the other guy got caught. Blondie got caught because of the car. They figured him out for the car. So they did some police work in there, some investigating, got their ass.
Not for this case. We're listing him as a person of interest, as strong as you can get as a person of interest, and I'm sure that as evidence comes in, we will update what his status is and what we're actually calling him. So that's the update for today. I want to again thank our partners, both with the media.
Update shit. Where's the father and where's the husband and where's the brother? That's what I want to know.
The local, state, and federal, and specifically thank the detectives of the Seminole County Sheriff's Office who quite literally have been working this nonstop. Sometimes we say that, it's a little embellished. They have been taking turns sleeping so they can work this case both day and night. And I think that when you look at the progress here and you compare it to progress that may have occurred with something across the country and consider that really evidence of phones and all of this hasn't even come back yet, it's nothing short of something to be proud of. But this is something that our entire community is frightened by, and I want everyone to know how important this is to us to make sure that these people are held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. So with that, any other questions?
Are investigators concerned that the letter is essentially the tampering with evidence that's in social media or iPod account? I mean, you could be deleting things and accessing the stuff. Is there a concern there?
So no concern about tampering with evidence. The way it works is we have forensic examiners where people who think that they can erase it, you just don't erase it. Right? We've got wonderful technology. Anybody who's an expert in this field knows that we have the ability to kind of piece things back together. So we feel incredibly comfortable with the evidence that we will be able to collect as it comes in. But at the same time, we still want to encourage people who know, look, these people are living lives, right? People who know about these individuals, who have seen things, who know things, we want them to step forward and provide whatever information they can.
And there was one more person in the carjacking case, right? There was potentially Jordan's sweater and somebody nothing and more about that.
I wish I could tell you more about the other person that was inside the car that was driving that car. We just don't know at this time. That's going to kind of come together. But again, this is why we want the public to say, look, we think we've identified probably the guy that got out. But the guy that's inside the car, we want any information about that as well.
Well, if you ask me, it's Bangs number 1 and Bangs Blondie over here. You know what I'm saying? Bangs number 2. Salutes Aquino on the check-in. Salutes to you, sir. Smoking Gun said, why you coming for the bangs? Because we got to do better as a people. We got to do better, dog. Look at this shit. Look at Edgar right here. Edgar Giovanni Joel Crespo Hernandez. Got enough names? No, that's how we do that little thing. That name shit is crazy. Makes documents difficult. We got to do better. Look at that shit.
I don't have that information. I haven't seen that information, and I don't know if she actually knew him or not. I doubt that they would wear a mask and do this and just like wave at him. Not wearing a mask doesn't make much sense, right? So I would have to kind of look at that, but I don't know if she knew them or not. But I do believe that as a part of this investigation, we'll find out if she actually had dealings with them or knew them. It's quite possible, right? I just don't know at this time.
And at this point, the husband is no longer a person of interest. We remain with the same.
Well, I never put him as a person of interest. I've said he and her brother, Louis, are cooperating, but I'm incredibly skeptical of their level of cooperation, right? But I'm still identifying them as witnesses and people who are working with us. They've never been listed as a person of interest.
Because this guy right here, the guy, Giovanni Bangs, he said he's the one that told the brother, or the brother supposedly relayed that information to the cops and said, he told me she came up here to drop something off and pick something up for some people.
Never been listed as a suspect, but I think that the court of popular opinion has come to their own conclusions about what they know, what they don't know, and what their involvement is. But as far as the investigation goes, I have not identified them as a person of interest or a suspect in this case. Jordan is from Puerto Rico, we believe. We know that his crimes were in Puerto Rico. We know that he had connections back there, but where he was born, I'm not sure of right now.
Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all.
Yes. We're going to release it in a media pack. I don't have it right here in front of me. So with that, again, thank you. Any additional updates, we'll be happy to prepare that. And again, thank you for coming.
Crash out stupid. He said they went out with a bang. You wildin'. They ain't go out with a bang. Well, I guess so. They go out because Giovanni's being looked for. And hold on, but let's go back to Blondie's stupid face. Smoking Guns. Did you see this guy right here? Let me see. There we go.
I think it's Oak Ridge, a couple miles south of Oak Ridge. And this photograph is a photograph that was taken at the time of the arrest, just after noon today. Again, he is here at
So
home.
this is the goofy that procured the car. This is the guy that got the accurate legend. All right? The other one is the one that was FaceTiming with Catherine the last time.
Office being interviewed for his connection in this crime.
You gotta do better. Look at these fucking
Now,
bangs. And the
back to
blonde bangs
comparison
too.
of
Stop.
Photographs, please. We can go back to that.
All right, frost the tips or something, man. The whole blonde bang thing, what are you doing?
I'm identifying.
Now look
him.
at this goofball. In his Facebook profile picture with the entire outfit, including the face covering, that he wore
as
to
a
kidnap
person
old girl.
of interest. Because when it comes to legal cases, that's probably the safest.
All right? So is everybody up to date? Is everybody up to date? Did everybody follow? All right? Since the last time we spoke. Again, we only saw one. Did we see 2 press conferences? I think we saw 1 press conference. He says he did 3. But since then, the brother did his own investigation, found out that she was FaceTiming with somebody, FaceTimed that person. That person was stupid enough to answer the phone and show his face, right? Dude screenshotted that. The brother screenshotted that, gave that to Seminole police. They took it, ran it through a database, and got a 98% match back. That match led to Giovanni, which is this jerk off back here, right? Led to Giovanni. He's the one that FaceTimed the brother like a dummy, right? They did the 98%, got it back. This is him from a 2019 arrest. They put eyes on his crib. With those eyes, they got enough information to put a warrant to search the joint. While they weren't there, the police searched the joint, found fent, found dope, found a hammer that wasn't connected to this case, but they put that they charged him for that stuff, right? Meanwhile, at the same time they're doing that, his girlfriend is getting popped off in Osceola, picking up a package to the United States Postal Service of work, illegal substances. She gets popped at the same time, so now they're looking for this jerk off, right? Then this jerk off right here, where's he at?
Spanish.
Right here. This guy right here. How did they get to him? Boom. They figure out a phone number that has to do with the car that was rented and how they rented the car, and they find out that it was him. And then they look at his profile, and they find his profile. He's wearing the same outfit that Buddy was wearing when he tapped on the window of the car. Right? In his Facebook profile, he used this picture and this profile to buy the car. It was an alias profile. All right? But he put this whole fit on, and look what he did. He did himself in, all right? So if you think he got a goofy ass look on his face, it's because he did himself dirty, all right? Congratulations. You played yourself, all right? So now they got him. They popped him off.
At the sheriff's office. We arrested him in Orange County as he was walking in to a business on Orange Avenue.
They got him.
South of
so the only one they don't got is Giovanni, and they're on his ass. So that's the update. All right, let me make sure there's nothing else. Salute Chucky Chingong on the check-in. Crash, I said never trust a blonde. Never trust a fake blonde. She already lying to you. Let me see what I got here. Aguasvivas, Catherine. Atlanta area deputy. Nah, see, there's everybody's still behind. I guess they're gonna their article still ain't out. That press conference ended at 3:00 Chicago time. I went live 4:00 Chicago time. We've been live exactly an hour. But with that said, I think I'm gonna get out of here if there's no new leads. If something else pops up, maybe I pop back up. You know what I mean? All right, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Please make sure that you hit the like button. All right, we're trying to grow this channel. Again, I made the announcement. I may push back the Twins interview. I don't know yet. It's just because I want to have more time to promote, and it's just been hectic. Again, I put out a poll. Go to the community tab. I put out a poll to see what's the best time for you guys during the day for live streams. So I try to focus on those times. So make sure your voice is heard on that. Also, yeah, I'm the program director because, you know, when it happens, I'm trying to follow it. You know what I mean? So I do what I can with what I got. I appreciate you guys being here. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great Friday night. I'm sure we'll go live at some point tomorrow. Maybe I'll cover the fight. I'll let y'all know if we're still doing our things with the Twins tomorrow. It really doesn't leave me much time to promote it. I wanted to lock down a specific time and have time to promote it, but we haven't been able to do that because of my traveling and my back and forth. So I might have to push it back a little bit. I'll let you guys know. So pay attention to the Discord. Pay attention to the community page. All right, go get your vote on. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate you guys being here. Matter of fact, let me go through the chat right quick. Shout out Vernon Himes on the check-in early. We was talking about Ryan Garcia. I'm hoping Haney does his job tomorrow and makes him look crazy and makes him look drunk. Because he's definitely overweight and he can't. That's the job. The job is making weight. So we'll see what that fight looks like tomorrow. Shout out Old 30 North on the check-in. Jonathan Pantoja, Jorge Castillo, Zoraida, IB, Crash Out, Dan Sosa, Young Jizzle, 298 in the building. Oso, Crash Out, Jeffro, I appreciate you guys coming through. We hung out in this impromptu. I just wanted to give y'all the update. Miguel Lopez, salutes to you. Smoking Guns, my brother, I love you. Aquino, appreciate you. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here. Y'all have a great night. And I'll keep you guys posted if anything else pops up. But I'll see y'all before the weekend's done, all right? Tell a friend to tell a friend that we're here. Let's get it.
Hey,
You got to relax. Make sure you hit that poll, y'all. Let me know what time is best for live streams so that your voice ain't left out. You know what I mean? Peace.
Hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head, cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale of fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, stray bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and there ain't really no crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers was shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving.